Yeah.
Income elasticity of demand, YED. What is income elasticity of demand? One of the main factors that can change the demand for products is the amount of income consumers have to spend. Income elasticity of demand measures the responsiveness of demand to a change in income. So here we're talking about the amount of money you make as an individual, which makes you to respond to the quantity demanded of a product. That is income elasticity of demand. So it's the degree of responsiveness to the quantity demanded of a product as a result of a change in the level of income. I think that is clear.
Yes.
All right. So consider two products, A and B. If income rises by 10% and demand for product A rises by 25%, the change in demand is proportionally greater than the change in income. Economists would say that the demand for product A is income elastic. Demand for many goods and services is income elastic. Examples might include cars, fashion accessories, entertainment, holidays, and a wide range of luxury goods. In contrast, if demand for product B only rose by 5%, economists would say that the demand for product B is income elastic. This is because the percentage change or the percentage increase in demand is proportionally less than the percentage increase in income. Now, for some goods and services may be income inelastic. Examples are likely to be essential goods such as milk, food in general, and eating fuel. Calculation of income elasticity of demand. It is percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in the level of income. I think that is clear.
Yeah.
So that takes us to normal and inferior goods. The value of income elasticity can also show whether goods are normal goods or inferior goods. For normal goods, where an increase in income results in an increase in demand, the value of income elasticity will be positive. So we'll call it normal goods if the percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in level of income, percentage change in level of income or percentage change in quantity demanded gives us elastic, a positive number. So if it is positive, that means it's normal. And if it is giving us a negative, that means it's inferior. That's the point there.
Yeah.
So
is it the same for price or no income?
It's income here. It's not about price. It's income levels.
Yeah.
Here we're talking about income and the quantity demanded.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a schedule here. Look at the schedule. That would explain better. They said it's the income elasticity is 0.6, which is inelastic. The type of product is normal. Why? Because it is a positive. And it is inelastic because it is less than 1. Product X, it's 2.4. That is negative and it's elastic. These are inferior goods. For product Y, it is elastic because it's greater than 1, and it is normal good because it's having a positive YED. And product Z, it is negative 0.8. It is inelastic and at the same time inferior. Do you get the point here?
Yeah.
So it means YED could be positive, or it means that YED could be positive, elastic, normal, and it could be positive, inelastic. It could be positive, elastic, positive, inelastic. Do you get it? So if your YED is positive and it's less than 1, it means it is inelastic. If it is positive and normal good, if it is positive and it is greater than 1, it is elastic and it is normal good. But if it is negative and greater than 1, it is negative, it is inferior and elastic. If it is negative and it is less than 1, it is inferior and inelastic.
Yeah.
I think it's clear.
Yeah.
So YED is percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in the level of income. So here we're talking about the type of goods we are able to buy when our level of income increases, normal goods. The type of goods we stop buying if our level of income increases, inferior goods. I think that is clear.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we go to the interpretation of numerical values, which I just did anyway. I did that. So now we go to the factors influencing income elasticity of demand. The main factors affecting income elasticity of demand is whether or not goods are necessities or luxuries. For necessities, these are basic goods that consumers need to buy. Examples include food in general, electricity, and water. Demand for this type of goods will be income inelastic. Another example of a product which has income inelastic demand is cigarettes. A study in Ukraine a number of years ago found that the income elasticity of demand for cigarettes was 0.06. It could be argued that cigarettes are necessity once people become addicted to them. So it becomes a necessity because that individual is addicted to it. So as soon as his level of income increases, he buys more. That is the point.
Yeah.
I think it's clear. So the YED of necessities are always income inelastic.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Because they are necessities. So, okay. For luxuries, they said these are goods that consumers like to buy if they can afford them. Spending on these type of goods is discretionary, which means that the customers can choose whether or not to make this purchase. Demand for these goods are income elastic. So luxuries, the demand for them are income elastic. So it is when you have more income, you think about buying them. But if your income level falls, you can't even try it. So as soon as your level of income increases, you think more about these goods. And whatever the quantity you need will be determined by how much more you have available to spend.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yes.
So they are income elastic. So for necessities, they are income inelastic. For luxuries, they are income elastic. Clear?
Yeah.
Now we talk about the price of a product relative to incomes. So the amount of money you make in relation to the price of that product might determine if it is income elastic or inelastic. That means, is it taking much proportion of your income or less proportion of your income?
Yeah.
That is the point there. Is it clear? So go to the significance of income elasticity of demand to businesses. Businesses may be interested in income elasticity of demand because changes in income in the economy can affect the demand for their products. Now, businesses are always conscious about level of income because it also affects them. If the level of income increases in the economy, it means that demand for their goods will also increase. Yeah. So they are also conscious about it too. So business selling goods with high income elasticity, what is their response? Here they said, the demand for goods that are very sensitive to changes in income is often cyclical. This means that when the economy is growing, demand for this type of goods, such as air travel, restaurants, and luxury goods, is also growing. But when the economy falls into recession, demand also falls. This can cause difficulties for such businesses. During a recession, they may lay off workers and postpone or cancel investment projects. Predicting demand for goods that are influenced by the business cycle can be quite difficult. The business cycle is discussed in chapter 41. So, businesses selling goods with high income elasticity. It is cyclical. Why is it cyclical? It is cyclical because they can only sell more if the economy is booming, if there's economic growth. So it is cyclical. If income is increasing, demand will increase for such goods, and the business will have more revenue. But if there's economic downturn, if there's economic decline or recession in the economy, it falls back to them too. So that is what we're talking about, businesses selling goods with high income elasticity. They sell more when income rises in the economy, and they sell less when income falls in the economy.
It's a high income elasticity, that means it's more than one.
High income elasticity.
Yeah, more than one.
Yeah, it's greater than, that the income elasticity is greater than one, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Businesses selling goods with low income elasticity. Demand for goods that are income inelastic tends to be more stable during these different phases in their business cycle. For example, farmers are much less affected by income changes because demand for many food products is fairly stable. This makes production planning and investment decisions a little easier. In countries where economic growth is steady, over a period of time, the demand for inferior goods and normal necessity tends to decline. It could be argued that businesses operating in these sectors should attempt to diversify into goods with higher income elasticity of demand in the long run. Low income goods, low income elasticity. Demand for such goods are income inelastic. So whatever happens in different phases of the economy, they tend to still sell because their goods are income inelastic.
Mhm.
Do you understand? They have low income. They have low income elasticity. That means they are inelastic. So goods, low income elastic means income inelastic. So it means that goods sold at that time will still sell. Do you get it?
Yeah.
But the point about it is that if they are inferior goods, they might not sell.
Oh yeah.
Do you get it?
Yes.
So if the level of income starts increasing at that point in time,
Good.
those goods will still sell. But if they are inferior goods, they won't sell. So it is better for them to start thinking about selling goods that are more normal. That is the point they're making. Do you get the point here?
Yeah.
Okay. Their production plan. That's another factor. If businesses know the income elasticity of demand for their product, they can respond to predicted changes in income. Businesses that produce goods that have income elastic demand will expect changes in income to affect demand. So if income are expected to rise in the future, they can plan ahead, making sure they have enough capacity. For example, whereas if a recession is expected, these businesses would plan to cut output. This is because incomes are likely to fall down in a recession. The main example of 28 and 2019. So here for production planning, you would have known the kind of product you sell, if it is income elastic or inelastic. If it is expected that income will rise in the future, then you should plan ahead by increasing your capacity to be able to produce more, because you'll be able to sell more at a higher price because the level of income is expected to increase. But if by calculation of your YED, you feel that the kind of product you sell is income elastic, and income level will fall in the future, you should stop production. You should cut your production so that you won't have excess.
Yeah.
So that you won't go into loss. You get it? Yes. Product switching. So manufacturers have flexible resources and can switch from the production of one product to another. So a predicted rise in income may encourage such a business to make more plastic. Okay, basically when we talk about product switching here, it means the flexibility you have as a business to be able to switch from one product to another. So if you are selling a product that is income elastic and it is predicted that income would fall in the future, then you won't be able to sell more. You can switch to a product that has income inelastic.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So you can start making more revenue too.
Yes.
That is the point. That's product switching. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So these are the significance of income elasticity to demand income elasticity of demand to businesses.
Yeah.
Any question about it? I think that's all about. That's why
Yeah,
that's all.